Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to another episode in the Cincinnati Reds rebuild here on MLB The Show 22. That is right, we are back. We are continuing season number 4 here in Cincinnati, and in the last episode, we did opening day. Opening day against the Chicago Cubs, and we lost it on very frustrating means, but hey, we lost the game. We did end up sweeping the Cubs in the opening day series, or the opening week series. Or not sweeping them, we ended up winning the next 2 games, so beating them 2-1. But the rest of the season has not gone to plan in terms of simulation. We've lost more games than we've won, which is obviously not what you want to do. We had a big 3 out of 4 against the Cardinals just recently. But the Cardinals are bad, or at least they're worse than us this season. We got to compete with the Cubs, the Brewers, and the Pirates so far. Those are the teams ahead of us. If you look underneath our logo, it says we have the first ranked pitching in all of baseball. But if you ask me, Walker Buehler's been a big waste of money. We paid him $35 million for so many seasons, because he was the defending Cy Young winner. Last season went out and had an 18-2 record and a 2.26 ERA. Consistently over the past 3 seasons, has had a sub-3 ERA. We get him this year. He goes out in 4 starts and is 0-3 with an 8.05. Unbelievable. Shohei's done really well. Julio Urias has done really well. Hunter Green's done okay. And Casey Mize has done okay. But Walker Buehler, I'm hoping that it's just early season jitters. I'm hoping that he'll start to warm up and really be dominant towards like July and August and into September, because that's where we're going to need him. We're going to want to make the playoffs again. And if he's performing the way he's done the first half of the first month of the season, he's not going to be useful. But we do have a game against the Pirates. It is going to be Hunter Green versus Mitch Keller. And we get to see Hunter Green for the first time. We do have a couple of injuries that we are suffering through right now. It's both at first base, funny enough. So we have 56 overall Joey Votto starting in the lineup. That's probably not helping us with our simulation stats. But if we take a look at the 60-day IL, we have both rookie Vladimir Herrera and Cam Collier injured with shoulder injuries, different shoulder injuries, but both shoulder injuries. I don't understand that. Like, both of them were playing first base. Herrera started the season as the first baseman, got injured, I think a couple of days after opening day, actually. And then Cam Collier came in to play first base as the backup, and he hurt his shoulder. He separated his shoulder. And he's on the IL. So I don't know what it is, what kind of weird magic voodoo we have over there at first base, but both of the people that have played first base this season have some sort of shoulder injury. I don't know if the opposing teams have like gotten together and they've gotten their first base coach to like hit us with a sledgehammer or something. I have no idea. It just seems like a collective thing around Major League Baseball that all these teams that we've played so far this season. I mean, it's a lot of division games. It's all division games, actually. We haven't played one game outside the division except for Philadelphia this entire first month of the season. So I think all the division teams, the rivals, the Cubs, the Brewers, the Pirates, the Cardinals, they all got together and they said, hey, we're going to get our first base coaches, we're going to get a sledgehammer, and we're going to beat the first baseman, whoever's playing first base for the Reds. That's what they said, and it happened. And so Joey Votto's our last stand, because I don't think we'd have to call somebody else up. I don't think anybody else on our team can play first base. Oh, Carter Jensen. Okay, good. So we have somebody who can play first base. Carter Jensen could play first base. Tyler Stevenson could play as well. We have guys. We have guys that can play first base, so it's not a big deal. But Joey Votto is playing at age 41 years old, 56 overall. Just retire at the end of the season, Votto. You're wasting so much money. You're wasting a roster spot. Just retire. We are going to play the Pirates on the road in Pittsburgh. We've already lost game 1 of the series against them, 7-9. Julio Urias got his first loss of the season. we're going to see how Hunter Green can do. I'm hoping he can do pretty well. If you guys are excited for more Reds rebuild here on MLB The Show 22, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. All the links are down below in the description if you want to go check out any of my other content, or if you want to go check out the World of Juice Discord, or if you want to go check out the link to this playlist. So if you've missed any previous episodes, you can easily go back and watch all of them right there in one spot. Reds and Pirates coming at you from, what do they call that place? PNC Park, I think is what they call it. Let's go get it and hopefully get another W.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to roll. Our starter in this one, Mitch Keller. Chris, he's looking for a bounce back this season.
Yeah, and I think this guy understands that if he doesn't make quicker adjustments and show improvement, that the patience that his manager has will not last as long as it did.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. You knew I had to break out the old school 99 Rhodes. I love these jerseys. These are probably one of my top 5 favorite jerseys in baseball of all time. So I had to break them out. It's our second road game of the season. We started on the road in Chicago. We have yet to play a game on camera in GABP this season. We'll probably do that next episode. But we are playing the Pittsburgh Pirates. They are leading the division right now. Not too far. Like, they're not great. I think they're what they say, like 11-9 or something on the season so far. They're not having like an amazing season, but nobody so far in the NL Centrals is gotten so far out in front. So, I mean, it's still early, obviously. So there's still plenty of baseball left to play. We still have a ton of time before we even have to make a decision at the trade deadline, whether we're buyers or sellers. But we are going down 1-2-3 in the first inning of the ball game here in Pittsburgh. Great pitching from Mitch. And we go down, but we get to see the boy Hunter Green. He's 1-2 with a 5.63 ERA. He's got to cut that down if he wants to continue being a starting pitcher in Cincinnati. And that's going to be a leadoff single for Nicky Lopez and the Pirates. All right. Cannon Smith-Njigba. Fun fact about Cannon Smith-Njigba. He is actually the brother of current Ohio State Buckeye wide receiver Jackson Smith-Njigba. No joke. They're brothers. I found that out a couple months ago, and I thought that was pretty crazy. Brian Reynolds. Another fun fact. I went to a Reds game this season in Great American, and Brian Reynolds threw me a baseball. So I have a baseball caught by Brian Reynolds, and he threw it up to me in the stands. I was out in the outfield. I probably talked about that before, but I just like bringing it up because I think it's really cool. He didn't sign it or anything, but it's pretty cool. And O'Neal Cruz goes down swinging, so the Reds get out of that inning. Nicky Lopez is the only hit so far in the game. And Tristan Casas. We made him the DH at the beginning of the year. He delivered on opening day with a 2-run home run. That's all he's done so far. Well, he's got a few stats in simulation, but all he's done on camera so far is a 2-run home run. Elliot de la Cruz had a phenomenal opening day. And I'm expecting him to continue that here tonight. Elliot de la Cruz is the future of this Cincinnati ball club. He's young, he's talented, and he's hitting his stride, hitting his prime right now. I think, what is he, like 20 years old, 21? He's somewhere around there. He's not super old, and he will deliver with the single to get us our first hit of the day in the top of the second. Elliot de la Cruz is on fire right now. And now we got Jonathan India. It feels weird having Jonathan India not hit leadoff or hit second, I mean. But in this lineup situation that we have going on right now, he's hitting 6. Maybe some point we'll have him switch back to hitting second. I do prefer him hitting second. I think he strives hitting second, but that's going to be a double play and the end of the inning. Maybe I should focus on actually hitting the baseball instead of worrying about where India's hitting the lineup. 3-2 count to the young catcher Henry Davis, not Hunter Davis. Henry Davis. He fouls the first pitch away. We'll go change up, and he looks at it. Good vision from the young rookie. Not rookie, but young player. And Davis will send that to center field. Alec Thomas tracks it, gets underneath it, and catches it for the first out. So back-to-back 3-2 counts for Hunter Green. I don't really like that. There we go. Tamar Johnson has a 1-2, and he will foul that ball away, keeping it 1-2. We'll go with a curveball here, see if we can strike him out. And no, he looks at it. These young guns have great vision. He will hit that change up, but unfortunately for him, it'll go foul. Lucky for us. And he's way out in front of the slider. Hunter Green places it up the middle, but too nervy for the young Tamar Johnson, and he goes down swanging. And now we've got a 2-2 count on Max Kepler with 2 outs, and he barely gets contact with the changeup. Just barely. And he goes out and reaches for that curveball, and it goes right into the glove of the third baseman, Ellie De La Cruz. And they go down for their final out. 3-1 count to the veteran Joey Votto to lead off the top of the third. Ooh, I kind of wanted to swing at that, but then again, I was like, you know what? We probably let this go no matter what it is, just to see if it's a ball. That one is going to be a grounder to first, and it should be an easy play. He's only got 11 speed. If you let an 11-speed player beat you on a play like that, then you are bad. Absolutely bad. Tyler O'Neill, another guy that I've debated on whether we keep him or not. I don't know if he fits what we're trying to do here in Cincinnati, but he will fly out to left field, so I guess it doesn't matter on that play whether he fits or not. And that is a short porch over there in left. It's not a big wall. Not a big wall. Oh, I forgot to mention, Carter Jensen is starting in place of Tyler Stevenson today. Stevenson was a little bit tired and wasn't really having that great of a month of April. So we've got the boy Carter starting here, and he's going to try to stretch that into a double, and he will be out to end the third. We were trying to get a little aggressive because we hadn't really had any base runners today. And Carter Jensen, who has, 68 speed or something, will get thrown out at second, trying to stretch a single into a double. Good play by the left fielder, Cannon Smith. I think he's playing left field. Is it Cannon Smith and Jigga playing left field? He might be playing right field. Who knows? He's playing one of the outfield spots. One of the corners. And Chapman will not be able to make the play. He didn't really try to make the play there, but he won't make the play. And that is going to be a leadoff single for Castro. And now we're back to Nicky Lopez in the top of the order. And Hunter Green will be able to field that at the mound. India to first in Votto, and that's a double play. Great reactions from Hunter Green to be able to get that. And now we go to Cannon Smith the Jigba, who flew out to center field his first time up. He will fly out to left field his second time up. Tyler O'Neill over there makes the play, and that's the end of the third. Okay, going to the top of the fourth. Austin Martin, A-Mart will lead off for the Reds. It's a 3-1 count to him. Very favorable hitter's count. And he will get clearly walked. Wow, that almost hit him in the leg or in the shin. And that'll be a leadoff single, or not a leadoff single, a leadoff walk for the Cincinnati Reds in the fourth. Chapman up to the plate now, and Chapman will look at a ball, almost swing, and they will call it a ball. Thank you. His last game against the Pirates, he had 3 walks. Rick Chapman did. That's crazy. And now it is still 2-1. I thought that would have made it 3-1. That's going to be possibly a double play. That's going to bad pitch. Go to third. Go to third. A-Mart, run. It's a bad throw, and it's another bad throw. Luckily, they had Mitch Keller behind him to recover that. 2 errors on the play. They're calling it a single and an error from O'Neill Cruz, but he tried to get the double play. It was just too off target for Tamar Johnson to reach. And instead of just a single, or instead of a double play, it is runners on third and second with nobody out to lead off the fourth. And Alec Thomas will smoke that. That is gone. Yes, it is. 3-run home run, Alec Thomas. And the Reds have the lead in the top of the fourth. To be fair, we got bailed out by the error from O'Neill Cruz, but I will take it. Number 4 for Alec Thomas on the season, and he smoked that baseball into right field. Yes, sir, the young center fielder got a favorable pitch from Mitch Keller, and he just hammers it. 100.6 miles per hour, ex-velo, 375 is the distance, and it clears the bags. 3-0, Reds lead at the top of the fourth. Tristan Casas, the DH, comes up, and he will hit that to shortstop. O'Neill Cruz makes the fielding play. Great throw. Strong arm from O'Neal Cruz gets the first out of the inning. Great recovery by Mitch Keller to not let the inning snowball. He gets the first out after the home run. But it now comes to the plate a hard man to get out, or at least he's proven to be that so far this season, Elly De La Cruz. He has proven to be a hard man to get out to lead off this season, and he will continue to be that. That ball is tracking to the right field wall. It will fall short, bounce off the wall, but it'll be a one-out double. And Elly De La Cruz is absolutely cooking to start this season. The average may not show it, but he has been unbelievable in the early part of the season. 1-1 count to India, make that 1-2. Decided not to commit to the swing on the fastball, and it'll be a 1-2 count now. Looks at a ball outside, and that is a 2-2 to the starting shortstop of the Cincinnati Reds. And that's going to be a curveball that I was hoping to absolutely deliver into the outfield. But it's just foul. I was a little early, a little too anxious to hit that ball. That's going to be a strikeout. Great slider from Mitch Keller. Striking out Jonathan India. I was very early on that. My timing on that entire at-bat was really bad. Need to calm down a little bit. I'm trying so hard to get an RBI to get Elly De La Cruz home, and that'll be a fly out to center field. Brian Reynolds will not make a mistake. He's a veteran. Joey Votto flies out to end the inning, but Alek Thomas does the damage. A 3-run shot to right field. And the Reds lead 3-0. Bottom 4. Brian Reynolds will lead off after making the out to end the inning. He will get a double at least to lead off the bottom of the 4th. O'Neal, get it in. Okay, Tyler O'Neal will get it in, so it's just a double, but a leadoff double for the dangerous Brian Reynolds. And that may give the Pirates some life. O'Neal Cruz with a 3-2 count. He sends that to right center. Alek Thomas is underneath it. I'm assuming he's going to go for it. He doesn't. It would have been safe if he would have tried to extend it to a third or take the base to third. Henry Davis comes up, 1 out, and he will look at a fastball to make it 1-2. 0.136 average with runners in scoring position. He will move Brian Reynolds to third, but he will get out. So he advances the runner. Good on him. And now it's Michael Chavis, 0 for 1 today, but he could make himself a very happy man here in Pittsburgh if he gets Brian Reynolds home to break the 0 on the board for the Pirates. And he will not do that. Rick Chapman fields it, gets it to Votto at first, and that is the end of the inning. Hunter Green does a great job of getting out of the inning and recovering after giving up a leadoff double. And now we go top 5 with Tyler O'Neal leading off. 1-1 count to him. Mitch Keller with the fastball sends it right back to center. Up the middle to center field. Tyler O'Neal with a leadoff single, and he's got some speed. We could be in here for a steal. 46 steals, not great. I think I just let him go. I think we don't try and steal. We just let Tristan Casas do his thing. And Casas, I shouldn't have let Casas do his thing. That's going to be a double play. And not good. Should have stole. Should have stole. It is what it is. Amart coming up to the plate now. He's 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. And Amart will not squeak that past third base. It'll be the end of the inning. So as quickly as the inning got started for us, it will end just as quick. And Tamar Johnson has a 3-2 count against Hunter Green to lead off the bottom of the 5th, and he will foul a fastball away. We'll go change up here. Don't really know too much about Tamar Johnson, but I do know that he's going down swinging on that changeup for the first out of the inning. 3-1 now to Max Kepler. They are making Hunter Green. Oh, he beat the shift beautifully. They are making Hunter Green throw a lot of pitches in the early part of this game. He beat the shift beautifully. We didn't have anybody within 30 yards of that baseball. And now it's Rodolfo Castro. 1 for 1 today. And now he's got a 1-2 count staring at him. Now it's a 2-2. We'll go curveball. And he's swinging and missing. Rodolfo Castro goes down. Hunter Green with another strikeout. Nicky Lopez, kind of dangerous. Ooh, that could have been a big-time bloop and an RBI if it was fair. But it is a 1-2 count to Lopez. Hunter Green with the changeup. He connects. India at short. Make the play. And we do. Pirates will stay at 0. Hunter Green doing a great job to get these balls on the ground. And they pull Mitch Keller in the 6th for Jared Jones. Very interesting. We are also going to warm some people up. We're going to warm up Lucas Sims. Going to warm up Luisiaga. I apologize. I still don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to go on Google one of these days and put his name in there and see how to pronounce it. Or go on some Yankee broadcast and see how they pronounce it. But I need to know because I need to stop butchering his last name. I apologize. Rick Chapman looking at a fastball up in the zone, and that will be a 2-2 count to the rookie second baseman. Made his debut officially on opening day. Oh, that could have been dangerous. That changeup was a little too high. If it was a little bit lower, that was real dangerous. But they will make the play in left field, and Chapman will go down for the first out. Now we bring up Alec Thomas, who absolutely crushed, I think it was a curveball from Mitch Keller. Sent it over the wall in right field. The only run of the game for either team, only runs were because of this man right here. And it's a 3-2, and he looks at the fastball. Good pitch. Good pitch from Jared Jones. He got me on that one. I was expecting something, and I didn't get it. I got a fastball. I was not expecting a fastball at all. That was a great pitch, and they call that strike 3. Tristan Casas goes down on a check swing, and that is how the inning ends for the Reds. Cannon Smith-Njigba comes to the plate 0 for 2. He will pop that into right field, but Amart tracks it beautifully over the shoulder. Gets the play, gets the ball out, and that is how the leadoff man for the Pirates will get out. 2-2 to Brian Reynolds. We know he's dangerous. Had a double to lead off an inning earlier. Votto with a great snag and steps on the bag for the second out. Didn't think the old man had it in him, but he's still got a few gems left in that bag. 1-2 to O'Neal Cruz, and he will cook that to left field. Tyler O'Neill thankfully was right there, and that is a quick end of the 6th. Hunter Green having a good day. Having a real good day. He's had a few scares, a couple big-time base hits, a couple extra runs or extra base hits. But for the most part, Hunter Green has done a good job of kind of containing the danger and making sure nothing crazy happens. 1-2 to Ellie De La Cruz. I didn't want to swing at that, but I realized it was probably going to be a strike, so I swung at it very late. Kind of made my decision at the last possible second. That's going to be, Ellie De La Cruz goes down into the dirt to get that one. But he is just unstoppable to start this season. He's having a great year. Great beginning of the year. And now we got Jonathan India on a 1-1 count after the leadoff man gets on base in the top of the 7th. And they are going to pitch out, making sure that De La Cruz does not try to steal. I didn't really think I was going to steal on that one. Not really thinking it. But you never know, maybe. 73 speed's pretty quick. And India will not get that past O'Neal. It'll bounce off his glove, but everybody should be safe. Cruz just grounds it, doesn't take a play. But he stops it from going to the outfield, so they count as a base hit, and there are runners on first and second with nobody out. And the wily veteran Joey Votto to the plate. He will look at a close call, but a ball in the end. And it's a 2-1 count to Votto. Joey Votto smokes that into the gap, the left center gap. That should be 2 runs. Votto's going to try to extend a double. No, go back. It's only 1 run. I didn't think 69 speed India was going to be able to make it, but it's an RBI double for the wily veteran. He absolutely torches that baseball into the right center gap, and that ball gets an RBI. So it's 4-0 now, still with nobody out. Runners on third and second. And it's a 2-2 count to Tyler O'Neill after the ball. I did not think that India with 69 speed was going to be able to get the run, and I thought that was going to be a waste. So luckily he didn't get caught at third when they threw it there. That's a strikeout. Tyler O'Neill, the first out of the inning. I didn't want to swing at that. I was trying to check it, but he went too far. Carter Jensen, 1 for 2. Also a rookie here. We got a lot of young guys up on this roster now. Can he make a big impact? Yes, he can. Go. That's going to drop. It's going to drop, but Votto will not get home. I'm not trusting 11 speed, certainly. If I didn't trust 69 speed, I'm not going to trust 11 speed. And Carter Jensen will deliver with maybe his first RBI? I don't know. Probably not, though. They pull Jared Jones, and Bubba Chandler comes in. I love Bubba Chandler. Bubba Chandler will make his first appearance in the game and immediately throw a ball to Amart. Possibility for a double play to get the Pirates out of this inning before any serious bleeding starts. Ooh, but Bubba Chandler cannot control these pitches. It is 3-2. The count is full to Austin Martin, who is 0 for 2, looking for a spark here on his game, and that is going to be just foul, thankfully, because that could have been dangerous. Probably a double play. Here comes the pitch. And it will be a ball. A bowl? What am I, from New Jersey? It'll be a ball. And the bases are loaded for the rookie. Rick Chapman, starting second baseman, took the job from Jonathan India. We moved him over to shortstop, and now Rick Chapman has the job. Rick Chapman will deliver at least 2. Rick Chapman, can they beat it at Austin Martin to third? Yes, they can. And the Reds are pouring it on here in the 7th. Something has opened up. We are exploding for runs here in the 7th inning, the top of the 7th. And now the man that started it all back in, what, the 3rd inning, the 4th inning? With that 3-run home run, he has a chance to do it again. Think of the day he could have. 2 3-run home runs, 6 RBIs would be absolutely amazing if he could do it. Oh my God, but it will not happen because the home plate umpire gives the Pirates a generous call. Very generous. That is clearly a ball, but it's called strike 3. This home plate umpire was paid off by the Pirates manager saying, get us out of this inning by any means necessary, and he's doing just that. Unbelievable call. But Tristan Casas will not let it happen. It's another RBI. It's 8-0. We are pouring it on in Pittsburgh. A lot of these fans are probably leaving the stands now. And Ellie De La Cruz comes up. He is 3 for 3 on the night. 3-2 count. The count is full to Cruz. And that'll be ball 4. Bases loaded again. The discipline from De La Cruz. And Jonathan India will come up bases juiced. Bases are juiced for Jonathan India. Not known to be the most powerful guy. I probably should have swung at that. I probably should have waited for a more enticing pitch. But we did some damage in this inning. 5 runs in the 7th inning get us an 8-run lead for Hunter Green to work with here in the bottom of the 7th. And Henry Davis, the leadoff man for the inning, will fly to center field. Alec Thomas will make the play, and that is the first out of the 7th for the Pirates. All right. Michael Chavis comes up, full count to him. And he swings at a fastball up and inside. Fouls it away. We'll go slider. This might not be the best idea. This could very easily be a walk. But he swings at it, gets it to second base. Chapman fields it and gets it to Votto at first, and that is the second end of the inning. Hunter Green making quick work of the Pittsburgh Pirates here in the bottom of the 7th. His energy is running low. Oh, beautiful bloop from Tamar Johnson. It's going to get past Thomas in center field. He's going to go to second. I didn't think he would. I should have just threw it immediately to second. I thought he was going to stay at first, but he turns that single into a double. Great aggressiveness by Tamar Johnson. I guess you have to when you're down 8 runs in the bottom of the 7th. You have to be aggressive. So I understand it, but I just wasn't expecting it. And it works out for him. They got a double out of it. And Hunter Green will get out of the inning. Max Kepler goes down swinging for what, the second, third time maybe? Second or third, either one. And it's the top of the 8th. How long do we let Hunter Green go? Probably until, as Votto, okay, that's going to be an out. Probably until a run goes across the plate for the Pirates. If that doesn't happen, then he gets the complete game shutout. But I think we let Hunter Green go until he lets up at least 1 run. Probably just 1 run. Hopefully we're not in a bad situation where Hunter Green gets like the bases loaded and then we have to pull him and then there's just a bad situation in general for whoever has to come in and relieve him. That would just be all in all bad. So I hope that doesn't happen, but we will probably let Hunter Green go. I want to fill him with confidence. He's having a good year, or a decent year. I want to fill him with confidence. Don't want to pull him when he's got a complete game shutout on the way. Carter Jensen gets all of that one. That's going to be extra bases for Carter, the rookie catcher. He will go to second and stop there. Doesn't have the speed to get around second to third. But that is a 2-out double for the rookie. His first of the season, maybe of his career. Probably of his career. And Austin Martin will look at the curveball up in the zone, and that'll be a ball, 2-1. Austin Martin's been walked twice in this game. That's crazy. But he will not walk here. That's going to fall. I thought it was going to fall, but it was carrying a little bit too much. Had enough air underneath it to get to Brian Reynolds' glove, and we go bottom 8 with Rodolfo Castro. I know my pitcher's getting tired, but I want to fill him with confidence. Maybe that's not good. Maybe we should pull him for a fresh arm, like a Lucas Sims or something. Yes, we should. All right. We were talking about Hunter Green letting up a run that was going to be his final time, and that is it. Rodolfo Castro breaks the shutout with a no-doubt solo shot to right field to lead off the bottom of the 8th. Don't get down on yourself, Hunter. You're tired. You've been doing really well. I've been very proud of you. You had a really good day on the mound, and we will let Lucas Sims probably finish the game. Depending on how quick he can get through the bottom of the 8th, he probably finishes this game. He probably goes to the 9th. As long as nothing crazy happens. And Smith and Jigba will send that to left field as well. Tyler O'Neill getting a lot of work in. A lot of exercise out there in left field. Makes the play, and that's 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. We go Brian Reynolds, the third hitter. He will look at a fastball in the zone, 97 on the gun. It'll be 1-2. And here comes the circle change. Barely makes contact with it, but he does, and it's a foul ball. Here comes the slider, and he gets all of it. Austin Martin does a good job to cut it off, but 82 speed's probably going to be quick enough, and it is. That's another double for Brian Reynolds. That might be his second of the game. And O'Neill Cruz comes to the plate to try and extend the inning, but he will not be able to. All 3 outs come from Tyler O'Neill in left field. But Lucas Sims does a good job of coming in relief of Hunter Green and allowing these Pirates to not get anything. So we calm down the possible rally from the Pittsburgh Pirates, and Rick Chapman will lead off with a single just past O'Neill Cruz in short. Gets to left field, and Rick Chapman leads off the top of the 9th with a single. Good job from him. And now we've got Alec Thomas, who has a 3-1 count already. They kept Bubba Chandler in. That is very ballsy, I guess you could say, from the Pittsburgh manager to keep him in after he gave up 5 runs in the 7th. Right? Yeah, the 7th? No, the 8th. I don't know. It might have been the 7th. I can't remember. That could have been. It was the 7th. 5 runs in the 7th. I looked up the scoreboard. That could have been another home run if it was fair. That one will be flying to center field, and Brian Reynolds will easily make the play. We'll call Chapman back to first, and that's the first out. Oh, missed by Tamar Johnson, but Bubba Chandler right there. A couple of throwing errors from the Pittsburgh team this game. Maybe it's a little bit concerning. Who knows? Tristan Casas to the plate, and he will ground into a double play. No, an error from Tamar Johnson, the young second baseman. Back-to-back plays where Tamar Johnson has a little bit of an error. He missed the throw to second on the cutoff, and he just misses that play there, allowing for Casas to get on base. And now Elliot de la Cruz, who's had a phenomenal day, but the day will end with a double play to end the inning. And that was the best pitch he's gotten all day, and of course that's the one that he sends into the ground for a double play. Makes perfect sense. Henry Davis will lead off the bottom of the 9th, right with Votto at first. And Lucas Sims is 2 outs away from completing this beautiful pitching performance from Hunter Green and the beautiful hitting performance from all of the Reds. We really let those bats loose today in Pittsburgh. I'm so happy that we actually were able to produce this many runs. Sometimes it feels like we just don't have any offense, but today we exploded for 8 runs. And the man who's made a few errors today, Tamar Johnson, is the last hope for the Pittsburgh offense, and he will go down swinging. Lucas Sims comes in the 8th, cleans up the work of Hunter Green, and then extends it to the 9th. And the boys get a big road win to even the 4-game series against the Pirates up to 1-1. Lucas Sims gets it done. Elliot de la Cruz, man, he's just dominant. And we only scored in the 4th and the 7th, but that's all we needed. We got all of our runs in both of those innings. Alec Thomas opened it up with that 3-run homer. Hunter Green gets the win, and he's the player of the game because he went 7 strong. Good for him. Good for him. We get the big-time W. Elliot De La Cruz 3 for 4 with a double. Should have been 4 for 4. That pitch was right there. He should have hit it. He should have got a single out of it or something. And we are now 1-1 against the Pirates in the series. We'll finish them up, and we'll go into May, where we will probably play the Yankees. We haven't played the Yankees much in this series, and plus they're at home, so they're coming to GABP. So yeah, we'll play the Yankees next episode in May. That'll be cool. But let's finish up this series against the Pirates and hopefully get 2 more W's. Yes, we do. We win the series 3-1, and now we go on to take the Nationals at home, and we take 1 of 3 against them. That's not good. Now we got a 4-gamer against the Dodgers, and we take 1 of 4 against them. So we are 13-15, 3 games back of the Brewers, but it seems like the Pirates are starting to struggle too, so that's good. And the Angels are making moves. We're doing stuff. Cash flow, we know. Cash flow, who cares? We should be good, right? Our budget should be... Oh, no, we are minus 4.8 million, or 4.18 million. Like I said, Tyler O'Neill probably going to be out the door. Joey Votto making 7 million just hurts my soul, but we had to pay him something. We've got some contracts that we can figure out to move. Probably not Shohei, probably not Julio Urias, but maybe Walker Buehler. He's 1-3, finally got his first win of the season. Maybe he'll start to heat up a little bit. Tyler O'Neill probably leaves at the deadline or before the deadline. We probably lose either one of our pitchers, relief pitchers, Jordan Hicks or Jonathan Luisiaga. Probably him just because I can't pronounce his name. We probably also trade Jackson Jobe, I'd say. Jackson Jobe probably goes out the door. And Carter Kieboom. The only reason Carter Kieboom is still here is because he was hurt when I was trying to trade him in the offseason, I think, or whatever it was, whenever he was hurt. So he probably leaves too. So we got a couple of guys that we probably do move on either next episode or in a few episodes at the trade deadline. So we've got some options. We're taking on the White Sox now, and we split 1-2 or 1-1 against them. Taking on the Rockies in May. Let's open the month of May with a big-time W. Nope, 2-2 against them. So we are 16-18, still under 500 for the season. I'm hoping that... Oh, Walker Buehler's actually hot now. That's good. That's a good sign. How are the injuries doing? 23 days for Vladimir Herrera, 30 days for Cam Collier. So Cam's going to miss the entire month of May still. Man, he's out for a while. Herrera should be back by the June episode, but the June episode is going to be all about the minor leagues, so that doesn't matter. So we won't see him until July, probably. We got a big game against the Yankees. Do we jump in with Shohei? Do we jump in with Casey Mize? We've seen Walker Buehler already. Going up against Garrett Cole could be cool, and seeing Casey Mize. So let's do that game, the first game of the series against the Yankees. First time at home for us on camera in this season. But Walker Buehler, I need you to heat up a little bit. You're hot now, so I need you to continue that. Oh, okay, we are 2 games back of the Brewers. This whole division is basically still involved in the early part of this race. But we just got to keep pace. We got to keep up, keep doing what we're doing, and we'll be in the hunt. We'll be in the hunt in September. If we go to the wild card right now, we are a game and a half back of the wild card, the second wild card spot. We don't want to win the wild card. We don't want to get in the wild card. We want to get into the division. We want to win the division. If we go to our GM goals, we are supposed to win the division as a yearly goal and win the league pennant as our contract goal. We start our first year. This is our first year of our next contract. We've got to do it. We got to play better than what we're playing right now, which is why we probably are buyers at the deadline. I know it's May. We still got the whole month of June, the whole month of May, and the whole month of June, and basically the whole month of July. We still got 3 whole months before we have to really make a decision on if we're buyers or sellers, but you got to think, with the way this team has played the first month and a half, are we buyers? Are we legit? Who knows? We're going to be sellers because we got to clear up some money, so we are going to be sellers a little bit. Going to be selling off some pieces. Maybe Alex Reyes even gets moved. Who knows? But we are going to be sellers a little bit, but mainly going to be buyers because we got to find a new left fielder because Tyler O'Neill's going to be out. So that is going to be a big problem because we are going to try to find a left fielder who's not super expensive. Is there any left fielders that are like cheap who are up to the quality of what Tyler O'Neill can produce? Because that is a big thing. So if I throw Tyler O'Neill, he's making $6.5 million. This is the first year of his 6-year contract. So a lot of teams have the budget, so we don't have to worry about that. But is there anybody here that is of caliber? Maybe Jared Kelenic could be the guy, but he's got arbitration, so that's not horrible. But I'd kind of like a guy that is locked up for a few seasons so we don't have to worry about arbitration or anything like that. That might be a little bit too much to ask. We could go for this guy, Alex Ramirez. I've been trying to get this dude for a while. He looks to be really good, but I don't think the Mets are going to want to give him away. It'd be a little bit of a downgrade, but he'd be more of the future of the left field spot. We don't really have anybody that I feel confident in left field coming up through the minors. Maybe we have maybe we could turn Drew Jones or Jay Allen into a left fielder. That's also a possibility. We could turn one of them into left fielder. So we have options in our farm system to maybe turn somebody into a left fielder. But as of right now, I don't feel super confident. Is there anybody in the club? CJ Abrams? We'd have to give other stuff back, but he's having a decent season so far this year. 260. He's cheaper. Yeah, I could see CJ Abrams being the left fielder for us. We'd have to give up somebody else, which could be this guy, Jerome Schneider. He could help out. Maybe Cutter Coffee. Or maybe this is where we get Carter Keyboom involved. No, I think we can find another spot for Carter Keyboom. Jerome Schneider, and then we give up maybe Leonardo Jimenez. No, he doesn't get it done. Michael Triana. Nope. Sal Stewart. No. Eddie Freehand. No. Ray Valencia. One of the closers. One of our relief pitchers. Ooh, not even Jordan Hicks gets it done. Or Alex Reyes. Wow, okay. So none of those guys. It's going to take a lot of value to get CJ Abrams. This one says they're not interested in completing the deal at the moment. Is this where we trade Jackson Jobe? No, it's not, because he will not go there, or they will not accept it. I don't think we have the guys unless we trade an absolute stud, obviously Julio Urias or something like that. Not even Casey Mize gets it done, or Espino. So we are going to have to not do that. That's not going to be available. CJ Abrams is off the table, probably. We just don't have the pieces for that. Austin Hayes could be an option, I guess. Christian Vaquero. Is that how you pronounce his name? Ooh, okay. We could get this through. He's got arbitration for 3 more seasons after this year. He's hitting 270, so he's having a decent year. Got good power, got good contact, good fielding, good speed, good durability. Okay, Christian Vaquero could be the guy for us. He's 21, so he's 8 years younger than Tyler O'Neill. He's cheaper than Tyler O'Neill. He's 6 overall lower, but he's the same potential. Okay, Christian Vaquero's probably the most likely option. We're probably not going to be getting Chase. Oh, we can afford Chase DeLauder, who is making his debut this season. He's 23. Vaquero is younger and hitting better. Has better stats too, so I think I like Vaquero better. Okay, so we've got an option. Do we move on from Tyler O'Neill right away? Ooh. Who's better? Let's compare. So Alex Ramirez, his power is a little less. Let's go back to Vaquero. He was on the Red Sox. Christian Vaquero. He's got better contact, better power, and better speed than Alex Ramirez. Yeah, he's got all of his stats are better than Alex Ramirez. So it's going to be either Vaquero or nobody, probably. Do we do this deal? We could throw in Jerome Schneider. We could probably get somebody else. Nobody of note, obviously, unless we could sneak Marcelo Meyer for Noelvi Marte. That'd be crazy. You know what? Let's try to do a massive deal. Let me get rid of this third baseman, Jerome Schneider. Throw in somebody else that has potential. Who else would they want? This would be a crazy deal if we could pull this off. Absolutely insane. We might have to throw in Jackson Jobe. It's not going to get done with him. Is there any starting pitcher that they would take? No, there's not. Is there a relief pitcher that they would take? There is not a relief pitcher that they would take. Not a closer. Carter Jensen they would take, but nobody else as a catcher. Sal Stewart, Triana, no. Scoble. Okay, there's nobody else on this Reds roster that they want for Marcelo Meyer if we throw him in. So Marcelo will be off the deal. I thought I could maybe sneak that in if we threw in Noel Elvey. But we can't do it. Who else is available? I wish Trevor Story wasn't making so much money. He'd be a nice veteran arm or a veteran hitter to have in the team. MJ Melendez. We don't need a catcher. Maybe another pitcher. Brayan Bello. We could get him. Is he having a good year? 5-2, 3.95 ERA. He's 25 already. Wish he wasn't 25. Do they have a young pitcher? Ooh, they've got Bo Barnes. Who's this? Not having a good year in AAA. But he's 71 overall, 21 years old, super cheap. Could get him. Oops, I didn't mean to go off that. Jaron Duran's also having an okay season. Christian Vaquero. I kind of want Marcelo Meyer now that I have brought it up. But I don't think we have the pieces to get it done. There's literally nobody that I'm willing to give up that is going to push it through. This is tough. This would be an absolutely massive trade if it went through. Maybe it's not Noel Elvey. Maybe Noel Elvey can't get it done. But this is where we give up. Jackson Jobe should probably have more value than that, right? If we have Jackson Jobe in there, is there anybody else now who pushes it over? Not Keyboom. People get it close. But there's nobody really, not even with Jackson Jobe in there. And we know not with Noel Elvey. Come on, Marcelo. Why you gotta be so stingy? I wish I got 4 slots. If I got 4 slots, this would be done. Done and dusted. This would be done and dusted. I know there's somebody on this team that you want. I just gotta find him. It's not Casey Mize. It's not Jordan Hicks. None of the relief pitchers. They take Tristan Casas, but I can't give up Tristan Casas. He's my DH. I guess we could have Shohei Ohtani be the DH. It's not a big deal. Oh, I know this can work. I know this can work. I believe that this could work. I may have to figure something else out. Maybe this isn't the right move. I think we hold off. I'll experiment a little bit more off camera, see if I can do anything, see if I can do any magic. And I'll get back to you guys in the next episode where we play the New York Yankees. They come to town. They come to Cincinnati for a 3-game set. Is it a 3-game set? Yeah, 3-game set before we play the Rockies. So got a nice little home stretch in the next coming week. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. I've got all my links down below in the description like I talked about in the intro. I've got the World of Juice Discord. I've got all the links to my channels, other channels that I do, and I've got the link to this playlist if you want to go back and watch any other videos from this series that you may have missed. You can feel free. They're all right there in one place. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.